Aldous Huxley, Cary Grant and Claire Booth Luce, a grouping that might sound more like the setup for a joke than the premise of a musical, were, in real life, proponents of lysergic acid diethylamide, what we'd now call early adopters. Though each of them tripped the light phantasmagorical during the 1950s, the writer, the movie star and the ambassador never actually came face to face, much less mind to mind, at least as far as we know, but they somehow should have, a situation the new, very original and often delightful musical F. With a book and direction by James Lapine, Into the Woods, music by Tom Kitt, Next to Normal, and lyrics by Michael Corey. Grey Gardens, Flying Over Sunset boasts a top-notch creative team and cast and a physical production that's one of the most ravishing on Broadway. Carmen Cusack, bright star, as Luce, Harry Haddon Payton, My Fair Lady, as Huxley and Tony Yisbeck, On the Town, as Grant sing and dance like a dream, or a trip, as the case may be, in service of a production that seeks nothing less than to transport an audience to another time. The easy part, and dreams, of course, don't always survive the telling, and trips of any sort can wear thin. Destinations can be the most disappointing of all. Lessons Flying Over Sunset learns the hard way, but first, the good news, and there's lots of it. In a first-rate production by Lincoln Center Theatre, Flying Over Sunset takes hold of our imaginations early. We meet the three main characters, each given a brief, identifying soliloquy disguised as, say, a press conference, in Grant's case, or a confirmation hearing. Luce, as reality melds with a shuffling ensemble dance that looks like a vision and, with the slow clickety-clicks and sliding shuffles, perhaps a distant memory. From that introduction, Flying Over Sunset jumps quickly to deeper dives for each character. They don't actually meet one another until just before intermission. First is Huxley, the great British writer who gave us Brave New World and whose The Doors of Perception launched trips for generations to come. We're fully introduced to Huxley at a new, gleaming Hollywood Rexall drugstore, of all places, where he experiences LSD for the first time, historically accurate, in the company of his ailing wife Maria, Laura Shoup, and best friend Gerald Hurd, Robert Sella, both of whom are experienced in the Me. The depiction of Huxley's first trip sets the musical's format, the drugstore set, beautifully rendered, even in its initial realism, by scenic designer Beowulf Borat, begins to shimmer and dazzle, with its mid-century light fixtures moving and changing colors, subtly at first and then no holds barred.